Imagine this. You're sitting across from someone who completely captivates you. Her voice, her presence, it all feels electric. The conversation flows, but deep down, something's off. You feel like you're not quite seen, not yet felt. She's not crazy about you, yet. But what if I told you that could change? Not with cheesy pickup lines, not with games, but with 6 questions, rooted in timeless Stoic wisdom that tap into the soul of human connection. These questions aren't about seduction, they're about revelation. They open a portal into her world, and more importantly, they reveal the depth of yours. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to ask to make her feel something rare, something unforgettable. Fair warning, once you ask these, there's no going back. You're not just attracting her, you're awakening her curiosity, her vulnerability, and maybe her heart. Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship with a blank face. It's a way of life centered around clarity, self-control, and aligning with what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are shallow, your relationships will be too. But if your thoughts are rich, curious, and meaningful, she'll feel it deeply. These 6 questions aren't tricks, they're tools. Tools to build intimacy with substance, not seduction with fluff. Let's dive in. Question 1. Desire. What's something you've always wanted to do, but never had the chance to? This isn't just a casual curiosity. It's an invitation to open a vault filled with dreams that might be covered in dust, but still burn brightly. Dreams tell you where a person's soul longs to go, even if their body hasn't caught up yet. When you ask this question, you're doing something few people ever do. You're showing her that you care not only about who she is today, but who she could become if fear, doubt, and circumstance were no longer in the way. She may light up with excitement, surprised to find herself smiling at something she thought she'd let go. Or she may hesitate, because many people have learned to protect their dreams from disappointment. Let her know it's safe. Let her know you're someone who doesn't just listen, but believes. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. By asking this question, you're helping her remember what she once said to herself, and maybe never told anyone else. That's not just connection, that's transformation. Question 2. Strength. What's the most difficult challenge you've ever faced, and how did you overcome it? This question peels back the surface and goes straight to the core. It's not about trauma, it's about triumph. Was it betrayal, a painful loss, the slow, quiet burden of holding everything together when no one was watching? Whatever it was, this moment gave her scars, but it also gave her strength. You're not asking for details to satisfy curiosity. You're listening to understand how life shaped her and what kind of resilience she carries into the present. When she answers, pay close attention, not just to the story, but to the way she tells it. Is there bitterness, wisdom, forgiveness, fire? When you respond with grounded empathy, without judgment or pity, she will see something rare in you. A man who can hold space for pain and still respect her power. Stoicism reminds us, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Seneca. This question reveals her strength and quietly proves yours. Question 3. Values. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be? This question moves you from the ordinary to the extraordinary, because now you're no longer talking to her outer persona. You're talking to her mission. What breaks her heart? What makes her angry in a good way? What problem would she devote her life to fixing if given the chance? Is it equality, mental health, children in crisis, climate justice? Her answer may surprise you because passion often hides behind politeness. This is more than a conversation starter. This is a compass, showing you where her life is pointed. Seneca said, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." When she shares her answer, listen closely, because if your winds are headed in the same direction, you may just find yourselves sailing together. If they're different, that's okay too, but now you know what matters to her, and that alone is a gift. Question 4. Hidden pride. What's something you're really proud of, but don't get to talk about often? Most people are bursting with unspoken pride. Not arrogance, not ego, but the quiet kind, earned in silence, celebrated in solitude. Maybe she cared for a sick parent for years without complaining. Maybe she battled anxiety and never told a soul. Maybe she launched something brave, art, business, a life on her own terms, and no one clapped. When you ask this question, you're offering her something rare, recognition without reward. You're saying, I see beyond the surface. Show me the gold the world overlooks. And when she shares, celebrate it. Don't flatter, validate. Look her in the eyes and say, that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. As Stoics, we don't seek applause, but we do honor virtue. And when you reflect her quiet strength back to her, you become unforgettable. Because in a world obsessed with highlights, you just chose to witness the hidden chapters. Question 5. Transformation. What's a lesson you've learned that completely changed your perspective? This question doesn't just invite a story, it invites wisdom and depth. It's about more than just hearing about a past experience. It's about understanding how she processes life's challenges and lessons. When someone shares how a specific event reshaped their worldview, you're seeing not just the event itself, but their ability to reflect, learn, and grow from it. Is she still carrying the weight of past regrets, or has she evolved and found peace with what happened? Has she transformed the hardship into fuel for personal development? The way she answers will reveal how adaptable she is, whether she allows life's obstacles to define her, or whether she sees them as opportunities to become stronger and more insightful. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher who lived through intense personal and political struggles, reminds us, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. His wisdom teaches that happiness doesn't rely on external circumstances, but on the mindset we adopt toward them. By asking this question, you're not only inviting her to reflect on her growth, but also giving her a space to showcase her resilience and emotional intelligence. It's a moment to see how she has crafted her inner peace. Does she hold on to grudges, or has she embraced a mindset of continuous improvement? This is where the depth of her character truly shines. Question 6. Joy. If you could describe your ideal day, what would it look like? At first glance, this might sound like small talk, but it's not. It's a mirror, a window, a subtle but powerful question that reveals the architecture of her inner world. Does she crave adventure, hiking mountains, discovering new places, tasting the unfamiliar? Or does she dream of slow mornings, warm coffee, a book, maybe quiet moments with people she loves? Does her ideal day include building something, creating, teaching, leading? Her answer tells you what brings her peace and what gives her fire. It shows you what she prioritizes when there are no rules, only freedom. And here's where it gets deep. As a Stoic, you understand that true joy doesn't come from external things. It's not about luxury or adrenaline. It's about harmony with your values. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." So when she answers this question, listen beyond the words. Listen to the values underneath. Is she aligned with peace, contribution, creativity, growth, or connection? This question isn't just a spark for conversation, it's a test for compatibility. Because if her ideal day reflects a life you can see yourself in, you've just found something rare, a rhythm that matches yours. And if it doesn't, you've still gained something precious, clarity. This one question can shift the entire tone of your connection, from curiosity to something real. Here's the truth. These questions won't make every woman fall in love with you, but they will help the right woman see you, clearly, deeply, and with open eyes. Because you're not just making her feel wanted, You're making her feel understood, and that is magnetic. A Stoic man doesn't chase connection, he cultivates it. With presence, with intention, with courage. So ask boldly, listen deeply, and lead with stillness. If you found this video insightful, hit that subscribe button and like this video to help more men discover the power of mindful connection. Drop a comment below. Which question resonated with you most? And what question would you ask to truly understand someone? And don't stop here. Check out the next video where we explore how Stoicism can help you stay grounded, confident, and magnetic, even in the chaos of modern dating. Thanks for watching. See you next.